Hi guys, today if you like physics and want to get a job by studying it as a major at university, I think there are 5 advantages and 5 disadvantages in majoring physics. I would like to share my thought on how to handle this situation. First of all, there are 5 advantages to choose physics as your major. Number 1, it can train logical thinking system. As everyone knows, physics is a systematic discipline that starts with a basic definition and can derive all formulas without a logical leap. In addition, you can effectively learn the mathematical foundation, linear algebra, and tensors that are adapted to current AI technology. In addition, it is suitable as a training course to learn computer languages and algorithms, then use computers efficiently by training to solve real-world problems in the virtual world through simulation. Number 2, it is good to develop creativity that easily accepts new concepts and creates new things based on them. The physics advancement has developed dramatically through the process of paradigm shift rather than upgrading the existing knowledge. The history of the past 100 years reveals a giant turnover from classical mechanics to quantum mechanics. So similarly, the next generation physics theory will come soon, which is different from current string or quantum gravity theory. The most important thing in this process will be the creativity of accepting new concepts as open mind. And I think physics is the best discipline to train them. Number 3, easy to adapt new fields. With your knowledge of physics and computers, you can quickly adapt to developing new computer applied models, quantum models, and monetizing them in areas such as Wall Street financial engineering and hedge fund investment. Dr. Simons, who established the chern-simons string theory, also founded Renaissance Technology, a hedge fund on the Wall Street with an average annual return of 40%. The creativity and analytical skills trained in physics would have been of great help. Number 4, intuition increases. Physics is exploring the nature of things and events and provides a plausible explanation. If you apply the trained thinking system to real life and other social phenomena, you can more fundamentally understand the hidden principles and mechanisms inside the phenomenon. And if you apply this knowledge one step ahead of others, you can get ahead of times. In the case of Elon Reeve Musk, he also majored in economics and physics at Stanford, and he applied the better knowledge and insight he studied at this time to Tesla Motors more efficiently than anyone else. Number 5, we need a physics engineer with the knowledge to move into the area of new nano device, incorporation of AI and bio brain science, and space exploration. Existing white-collar office jobs can be replaced by AI, but the role of physics majors who understand both AI and the real world will become more important in this century. Next, I will talk over 5 disadvantages to choose physics as your major. Number 1, it takes too much time to learn the basic concepts. It takes more than twice the time required to learn the coding languages, such as C++, Python, Java, HTML, JavaScript, essential to living in the 21st century. It usually takes at least 4 years to learn general physics, mechanics, electromagnetism, quantum mechanics, and thermal statistical physics at advanced level. And it's too theoretical, so it's hard to come by. If you enter engineering school right away, you learn only general physics and go straight to the intense major course. So you can have a deeper and wider knowledge in your major, which is advantageous for employment, especially for employment at a company. For example, in the case of semiconductors, students learn in solid-state physics in the first grade in the Department of Physics, or deal with it in a separate special curriculum. Whereas in the Department of Electrical Engineering and Electronics, they encounter more diverse and specialized content in the second year. Of course, you can't say you fully understand the meaning of it. Number 2, the low cost performance ratio and the amount of time to master current theory is enormously increased. About 100 years ago, it was possible for a young man in his 20s to create a new theory with only pencil and paper and win a Nobel Prize. But now it takes decades only to understand the basic theories such as quantum field theory and string theory. And it's almost impossible to get greater achievements in his 30s. Number 3, low-level reward. After 10 years of studying for bachelor's, master's, and Ph.D., etc., a postdoc temporary job should be done at least once or twice for 2 years. Opportunities costs are large, while social status and income earned are limited. These days, entering government-funded research institutes are close to picking a star in the sky, and most of the top-down research projects are far from personal interest. In other words, researchers does not be satisfied with their jobs. Number 4, strong competition. Since there are many excellent people in the same field, competition is fierce for positions and achievements. It is a field where great talented people in the past still hold their positions in the academic world with a compelling spec. But if you are not lucky enough to keep up with mechanics' mainstream trend, you will soon be cut off. Compared to doctors and pharmacists who earn a stable income for a lifetime with a single license, the feeling of deprivation is greater. Number 5, the network between colleagues and seniors and juniors is weak. People have a strong individualistic personality. Personal ability is also important, but fundamentally, a social network or peer consciousness is important in growing the social position of the group. And in the long term, is the driving force to attract excellent talent in the field. Up to now, I looked at the advantages and disadvantages of majoring physics. I summarized the 4 stories I want to tell about the students who like physics and want to major in despite of these disadvantages. Number 1, physics study time should be less than half of the total study time. Study basic physics, but spend more corresponding time in learning programming language, computer network theory, and practice related to investment. For example, how to read corporate financial statements, how to calculate company value, etc. It is necessary to learn the real knowledge. Number 2, try to derive all formulas yourself. Let's take a look at the theory of physics on YouTube and textbooks, and then try to solve the problem by inducing the formula in the same way with a pencil and paper. Students should practice to think in his own way. Number 3, learn algorithms by combining computer simulation and real physical and social phenomena to improve problem-solving skills. For example, we try to infer the spreading model of mutant coronavirus and the timing of reaching the singularity of AI technology. Number 4. Recognize the limitation of physics or science and have a sense of awe to see this universe through it. The object of physics is confined to material world and insufficient to deal with the mental world. Recently, theories and phenomena that are difficult to test experimentally have appeared as existing theoretical systems such as the multiverse and dark matter. New value establishment is required. Until now, I have told you my thought on whether you should major in physics or not. You can make up for this so that you can live this ever-changing 21st century with the greatest achievements with minimal effort. The choices are up to you, and whatever choice you make, you will regret to some extent. I want to add that you should believe in yourself and do what you want to do and live to your heart. Then, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a great weekend. If you liked today's contents, please subscribe my channel and thumbs up. See you. Bye bye.